People have asked me what I think of the Green Party and their new leader, Zach Polanski. The easy answer is I try not to. But when I do, I think of a fairy tale. I think, once upon a time, a man believed that hypnosis could increase breast size. That man is now Green Party leader. And his weird hypothesis might actually be the most believable thing about them. I think that's him just measuring one for size. See if he's managed to grab it with his thoughts. Also, we know what he thinks about a lot of the time, don't we?
It's knickers, knackers, knockers!
Which is a worry. He said words could reshape the body. Now he leads a party convinced words can reshape reality. From mind over matter to man over biology. Polanski told reporters his party was a broad church before adding, even churches have walls. A broad church with a door policy. And those walls built high enough to keep out anyone who thinks biological sex is a thing, presumably. Because nothing says inclusivity like a bouncer with a clipboard marked chromosomes. Now does it? And many of us think of this Labour Party under Starmer as the most authoritarian group of criminal psychopaths that they've seen in government, and that takes some doing. But the Green Party, they seem different level draconian. The women of Green Women's Declaration booked a simple conference stall, then cancelled. Apparently it was unsafe to let women talk about women. Even the Taliban would call that overcautious. Next up, Emma Bateman. Joined the Greens in 2009, campaigned against nuclear power, loved trees. A heresy? A motion titled Ensuring Sex and Gender Are Not Conflated When Gathering Data. She wasn't trying to ban anything, just count accurately. But apparently, according to the Greens, counting males and females separately now counts as hate speech. She drafted a motion. The chair muted her microphone. Then she was suspended for bringing the party into disrepute. I'm guessing her disrepute was saying biological facts out loud. Then there's Shara Ali, the former deputy leader, tweeted, "A woman is an adult human female, true biologically, legally protected in UK law, but not politically protected in the Green Party. They sacked him. He sued. He won, at least partially. Judge said his dismissal was procedurally unfair. He got damages, they got lawyers' bills, estimated to be nearly £1 million. At this rate, they'll be carbon neutral by bankruptcy. Meanwhile, the new leadership says there's no room for transphobia, which is fair enough. I don't like any sort of prejudice. Except there's apparently plenty of room for other things that aren't particularly nice. Take Leeds councillor Mothin Ali, caught on video shouting slogans at a Gaza rally. No sanction. Anti-Semitism, fine. Transphobia, not so good. Good old Mothin Ali, the Leeds councillor who famously shouted Allah Akbar when he won his seat and dedicated it to the people of Gaza. Also been censured for comments that seem to support the Hamas actions on October the 7th, although he's since deleted and denied, and also made comments about a rabbi that was seen by many to be anti-Semitic, but deleted and apologised for. This guy seems to delete everything he says and apologise for it. I wonder why. I'm surprised he hasn't said vote Green, vote Hamas. Might as well go the whole hog, Mothin. One message he's not sending out is that multiculturalism in the UK is working. I wonder what his thoughts are on Sharia courts. I wonder what his thoughts are on child marriage. I wonder what his thoughts are on stoning women who have shown infidelity. I wonder. Do you? Vote Green. No suspension. But if you tweet XX chromosomes exist, you're out faster than a coal-fired power station on Ed Miliband's watch. So if you listen to Mohsin Ali and his Islamic views, it becomes clear that policy, fossil fuels bad, fossilised opinions, then come the actual safeguarding disasters. Remember David Challoner? Jailed for horrific child abuse in 2018. His home doubled as the official Green Party address. He even served as an election agent for his trans-identified child, Amy. Leadership found out, but they acted only after public outcry. The inquiry later said they cared more about avoiding accusations of transphobia than protecting children. Although there's a lot of parties you could say that about. Say sex is real, instant suspension. Cover up child safeguarding failures. Sympathetic editorial in The Guardian. Now there's a shock. By 2024, dozens of long-time members, mostly women, had been suspended or expelled. Some on no-fault suspension, a system so Orwellian it should come with a maintenance plan. They're exiled indefinitely and told to keep quiet about it, which is odd for a party that once demanded transparency in government. Now they just demand it from your pronouns. Former councillor Jude English called it luxury beliefs. Middle class idealism you can only afford once the heating's been paid for. Saving the planet one middle class meltdown at a time. Then we had Zoe Hatch, co-chair of the Green Party Women, investigating discrimination against female members. The response? She was suspended. The women's group itself was de-recognised, then reinstated, but only if a new feminist group was created to offset it. Imagine Amnesty International being told they can reopen as long as a pro-torture branch gets the same equal airtime. Now, a lot of things they say I either agree with or disagree. Some things I say they agree with, some things I disagree with. But their contradictions keep sprouting. A party once rooted in eco-feminism now champions prostitution as sex work and commercial surrogacy as reproductive choice. Call it ethical capitalism if you squint really hard and hold your nose. They used to fight exploitation. Now they seem to champion it. Stick a fair trade label on it, it'll be alright. In 1972 they were the People Party, born from the anti-nuclear movement. They warned about pollution, climate collapse, that I thought it was going to be a new ice age then, to be fair, and the limits of growth. Real measurable things. Now their main output seems to be internal disciplinary proceedings. Even Hungary's Green leader, Peter Ungar, says disagreement inside the modern Green movements is treated as moral failure. No discussion. Now that's not activism. That's fascism with membership fees. So now, while they cancel each other over pronouns and keep harping on about a natural climate cycle being down to man, I'd say this to them. If carbon were measured by their hypocrisy, we'd already all be underwater. The Zach Polanski speech, no space for racism, homophobia, misogyny or transphobia. Very noble, so there shouldn't be. Polanski told the latest conference that it exceeded his expectations. Of course it did. No dissenters allowed in the room. He promised no space for hate, which is a great slogan, but it seems what he really means is no space for debate. The Green Party was once defined by its defence of science. Now it suspends people for citing it. It fights climate denial, but condones biology denial. They wanted to save the planet. Now they just want to save face. And if you disagree, don't worry. They'll hypnotise you until you don't. And a byproduct is presumably larger breasts or a larger penis. Now that is a slogan that might get them a few votes. That's what I think of the Green Party. Hypocrisy personified. Please let me know your thoughts. I better get a few green thoughts coming through. Please subscribe to the channel and please like the video. Thanks for watching. Namaste.
become the voice, become the mission. Born here or born afar. If you love